Hello friends, today we are going to continue the next part of second topic, that's infertility. So first of all we see what's infertility. Infertility is the inability to conceive or produce the children even after 2 years of unprotected sexual cohabitation. The reason for this may be the physical, congenital diseases, it may be the drugs, it may be the immunological, or even psychological. The common physical cause in female are the polycystic ovary syndrome, or it may be hormonal imbalance, endometriosis, while in male it is less sperm count and small size of penis. These disorders can be treated in infertility clinics using assisted reproductive technologies. So, what's the field which is included in the assisted reproductive technologies are the technique. This assisted reproductive technology means the technologies used to correct the infertility problems. There is a various way. First one is in vitro fertilization, that is says as the IVF. The test tube baby is here. Test tube baby programming is here. Next one is a gift. Gift it says as the gamete intrafallopian transfer. Next one is the ICSI, that is says as the intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Next one is the artificial intimation, and the last one is the surrogacy. One another fact is there, that is known as the sperm bank, or it says as the semen bank. So we see the one by one. First of all we see that is the in vitro fertilization, that is says as the IVF test tube baby programming. In this method what happened? The ova from the wife or from the donor and the sperm from the husband. The sperm from the husband or the donor are collected and are induced to form a zygote under simulated condition in the laboratory. Means this condition it is occurred in laboratory. This follows by the embryo transfer. There are the two types of the embryo transfers. First it's known as the zygote intrafallopian transfer, and the second one is the intrauterine transfer. So in the first phenomena, that is says as the embryo transfer. In the zygote intrafallopian transfer means the transfer of zygote or the early embryo up to the 8 blastomia stage embryo. It's directly transferred it into the fallopian tube. Means it is directly transferred it into the fallopian tube region. That's known as the zygote intrafallopian transfer. The next one is the intrauterine transfer. Uterine means the uterus, means where this embryo it is transferred, that is a transfer of embryo with more than 8 blastomeres. It is directly transferred it into the uterus region. So in this region there is a transfer of embryo, that is the 8 blastomere stage. The embryo formed by in vivo fertilization, that is a fertilization within the female. It's also used for such transfer to assist those female who cannot conceive. Afterward, the second form of the ART is the gamete intrafallopian transfer, that is known as the gift. It says as the gift. What's happened in case of the gift? The transfer of an ovum from a donor. The transfer of ovum. So there is a transfer of ovum. There is the transfer of ovum from a donor into the fallopian tube. So this region it says as the fallopian tube, and in the fallopian tube there is a transfer of the ovum of another female who cannot produce the ovum but can provide the suitable environment for the fertilization as well as for the development of the embryo. So it says as the gift. The next one is the intracytoplasmic sperm injection. So what happened in this phenomena? A laboratory procedure in which a single sperm, so you can see here, there is a presence of the single sperm, and this single sperm, it is injected directly into the egg cell. After the fertilization, this embryo, it is implanted into the woman's uterus. It is directly implanted into the woman's uterus. So it is known as the intracytoplasmic sperm injection. The next phenomena we see, that is the artificial insemination. What's that artificial insemination? That is, in some, the semen collected from the husband. The semen which is collected from the husband or a donor and is artificially introduced into the vagina of the uterus. Here we can see it is artificially inseminated into the vagina or the uterus of the female. The artificial insemination into uterus, it is known as the intrauterine insemination. It says as the IUI. It says as the intrauterine insemination. This technique, it is useful for the male partner having the inability to inseminate the female or the low sperm count. The next phenomena, it's about the surrogacy. So what is the surrogate mother? Here the woman, that is the surrogate mother, bears a child for a couple unable to produce the children. So this is the surrogated mother, and this couple cannot produce the children because the wife is infertile and unable to carry the child. The surrogate is impregnated through the artificial insemination, implantation of embryo produced by the IVF technique. The next one, it's a sperm bank. What's a sperm bank? That is, a sperm bank or even the semen bank is a place which collect, store and provide human sperm. That's a semen. The sperm is provided by healthy male, and that called as the sperm donor. The sperm are stored in a sperm bank by cryopreservation method, that's at a low temperature. The next phenomena, it's about the problems of the ART, that is the problems related to the assisted reproductive technology. First problem is it requires the high precision handling by specialized professional and the expensive instrumentation is required. Therefore, these facilities are available only in the very few centers. It's a emotional, religious and the social problem is here. The next phenomena we see, that is the adaptation. So what is the adaptation? Adaptation, it's a legal adaptation, is one of the best method for a couple looking a parenthood. An adoptive parent should be the medically fit and financially able to take care of the adopted child. A person wishing to adopt a child must be at least 20 years old. But there is no legal upper age limit for the adaptation. Hope so you understood it Thanks for watching my video. Stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.